Maybe you want your blanket as a little bit of comfort. And you can let your hands rest on your thighs, palms up or down. Down can be grounding. So that may feel nice today, grounding. And you want to feel your feet on the ground. And just be the observer of your body breathing and the fact that you're right here in this moment, seated, supported, safe. And you might like to take a gentle sigh out of the mouth for your exhales. If you don't want your eyes closed, just at least have a soft focus on something so that you're a little less wide-eyed and more so just letting the body begin to relax. And for the next several breaths, you might like to incorporate a mantra, inhaling, I am, exhaling, thankful, grateful, healthy, peaceful, whatever it is that you need today. Set the intention of that with the mantra. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, your word. A few more cycles of breath right here, this moment. This moment. You can release the mantra, maybe keep the word in your heart. And bring your hands to touch in front of your heart center. Just feel that connection. And let's send some love out, maybe to Ukraine, maybe to someone or some other place. There's never a lack of opportunities to send some healing out. You can release your hands and blink your eyes open. And we'll just start with the neck and the head, making some half circles or full circles. You know your neck more than I do. I like a full circle because I like to look up at the moon and the stars. However, when I look up, I keep a lot of space and length on the back of the neck. So it's not, I'm not even going to demonstrate, but you don't just drop your head back and scrunch all of this cervical spine here. It's length. So as you make your way around, if you're doing full circles, just think about length. And keep your posture tall. Switch direction whenever you want. You might do 1 or 2 in one direction and then switch. And maybe you get to a place that feels like you need to pause and take an extra breath. And eventually we'll all pause, chin to chest. And breathe into the back of your neck. If you want, you can add your hands, a little bit of weight on the back of your head, but you do not need to do that. 2 more breaths. And you might use your hands to lift your head back to neutral, or just bring your head back up. And we'll take the arms now. We're going to do, I'm teaching joy breath today because we just need joy. We need some joy. So we're just practicing the arms at first. So they come up just about to shoulder height and then down. And then out to the side, about shoulder height and down. And then they go all the way up, reaching up, and then you come back down. So we'll do those 3 together. Forward, to the sides, and then all the way up. Let your body breathe. Forward, arms out to the side, and then all the way up. A few more times like that. It's like a yoga flow. Forward, to the side, and all the way up. Forward, sides, all the way up. And one more. And then go ahead and just lift your arms up, and we'll take a side stretch, but we'll reach. So we're just reaching, side bending, reaching. Let it feel good. You're only reaching as far as your practice wants to reach today. Your body will tell you. It's a little bit lighter out. We're starting to have the lighter evenings. One more reach, side bend each way. And arms come down and we'll take a gentle twist. Your back arm can really be anywhere, kind of rests on your chair. And then you'll decide if you would like to look back or in neutral or maybe just forward. As you're twisting, notice your feet on the ground. Notice your sit bones, the base of your pelvis, seated. And then your spine. Maybe part of it is touching the back of your chair, maybe not. And a couple more breaths here on this side. And we'll come back to center. Take a breath in the center. Inhale and exhale. And second side, twisting. And it may be different on this side. Your arm might rest in a different place. You might look in a different direction. Notice your body breathing and notice the support of the ground and the chair. Notice your mind, the thoughts, and then notice your breath. Your mantra is always available. At the bottom of your next exhale, make your way back to neutral. And we'll take some cats and cows, just gentle rounding and lengthening. And I'll show a side view. So your hands can just kind of run along the legs. Cat and cow. Remember, they could be very tiny and still be valuable. And how are you breathing here in your cows and your cats? One or two more. And you'll come back to neutral. Before we link the joy breath arms with the certain joy breath, we'll practice just the breath part. So it's through your nose, 3 breaths. So it's filling up, inhale, filling up a little more, inhale, filling all the way up, inhale, and then exhaling out of the mouth. So through your nose. Like 3 little sips. So not 3 complete breaths, not inhale, exhale, 3-part breath like we do. Inhale, filling part way up. Same inhale, filling more. Third part of the inhale, filling all the way up, and then open your mouth, exhale. So we'll try a few just with the breath. Okay, so I'm going to move myself forward a little bit on the chair, and we'll put the arms and the breath together. So we do sip in the breath through the nose, 3 parts, and then an open mouth exhale. So it's inhale, inhale a little more, inhale all the way up, exhale. And we go again. Inhale, same inhale, same inhale. You can make a lot of noise. I won't with the microphone. Don't worry if you're messing it up. Just move the arms and breathe. Let's do one more. Pause. You can sit back in your chair or just stay tall right here. Pause and breathe. Blink your eyes open if they're closed, and we'll thread the needle, crossing the leg or bringing the leg onto the thigh. Yogi's choice, either one. You looking for a stretch in the outer hip thigh area. You can stay tall or you can lean forward. You could also do a breath tall and a breath leaning forward. Just gathering information about this nice hip stretch. Nice full breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Thread the needle or figure 4 stretch. You can stay leaning forward or sit up tall. We'll add a few ankle circles with the top leg. Even if you're in this variation, ankle circles, and then switch direction. And we'll release side one. But same leg that was just on top, slide it a little bit forward. So I'll show the side view this way. So just sliding the leg forward, and then we're pointing and flexing. You can stay tall or you can lean forward here. So probably some hamstrings, maybe some calves. Please do not overstretch the area of the hamstring attachment, which is up at your sit bone. Less is more on this. And then you can let your foot go like a windshield wiper, side to side. We're talking to the hip joint by moving the foot. Good. Then we'll bring the leg back in, and let's take the second side, crossing or having the lower leg on top of the thigh, staying tall or leaning forward. Remember, there's time to kind of move in and out of those shapes. Maybe you find a place to be still for a few breaths. We'll get to the ankle in a moment. Just be with the stretch of outer hip, thigh. Inviting full inhales and exhales here. Maybe even opening the mouth like the joy breath. Staying tall or leaning forward here, but we'll visit the ankle now, taking some ankle circles. And switching direction. Two more breaths here. Thread the needle. And when you release the top leg, go ahead and slide it out any amount. You can still have a bend in the knee, and then we'll point, and then we draw the foot back toward the shin, dorsiflexion. But we're just pointing and flexing. Different movement for the ankle, stretching calves, hamstrings, maybe leaning forward a little bit. You can use your other leg as support and not overdoing. And sitting tall and letting the foot go in and out. This side might feel completely different than the first side. And draw the leg back in. And let's pause. You can scoot back if you'd like. Feel the support of the chair. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe invite the mantra. Receiving the breath. Another few breaths here. And you can blink your eyes open, releasing the mantra. Because it is March, we're going to do a little marching. So I'll show you the chair variation, and then you can stand if you would like to stand. So if it's too much to lift and lower the leg in your chair, because that can be very intense on the hip flexors, that's where you're going to feel it. You can lift the heel up and then the other one. You can make it any variation, part of the foot lifting, maybe the whole foot lifting. Doing a little marching for March. You might like to reach your arms up to the sky. And if you'd like, you can certainly come up to stand. You can use your chair for balance or the wall, and you can do a little marching here. Arms up will definitely complicate it. So notice if that feels good. And if not, maybe hands on hips or hands on something to support. Take your time marching. So you lift and you lower. Very good, strong work for the hips, for balance. We'll do just a few more. How's the breath? Last one, each side. Okay, we're visiting the joy breath one more time. I'll show a seated variation, or you can try it standing. This time we're going to add a forward fold. Same arms, remember the arms, forward, side, up, and this time fold. Okay, don't hit your chair, don't hurt yourself. Same 3-part breath, inhale, 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 open mouth, exhale. So it's here and side and up and ha. Everyone's pace will be a little bit different. Don't hyperventilate. Let it feel so good. If you're standing, same arms. I'll turn to this here. Inhale, inhale. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Inhale, 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 ha. And you can fold And then up, forward, and side, and up, and release. If you don't like the fold, just release the arms. You don't have to fold. Sips of breath. 1, 2, 3, and ha. This is a great attitude adjustment. We'll do a couple more. You can always pause and rest. Last one. You decide. Seated, resting, or standing in Tadasana, resting. You might close your eyes or just have a very soft gaze. Let the face relax. Notice the energy in your body from joy breath, joy breathing. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice your tall, upright posture. And allow your body to receive the breath. One more thing before we come down to the ground. Seated twist or standing twist. A little bend in your knees if you're standing. And we'll twist side to side. So if you're seated, same thing. Side to side. Unless you prefer to hold, you could certainly hold your twist. Let your arms be floppy. If this makes your knees cranky, remember you can lift the heel. Coming back to center. And we'll make our way down. You can put your legs on your chair. Have support for your head, a blanket or a pillow. Your time, you want to have your legs completely supported. Remember our marching, so the hip flexors were very active there. Now we want them to relax. We want the spine and the back body to feel completely supported. The legs totally supported on the chair. And you might rest your arms in Shavasana shape or in a T. You can let your eyes close. And as you observe your body inhaling and exhaling, I'll offer this. It's the opposite of what we were doing with the inhale in 3 parts. Now we want to slow things down. We want to find some extra calm. So when we focus on the exhale, it helps the body, the mind to let go. So you can inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose, but think about exhaling and a little pause. Exhale a little more, pause, and then exhale all the breath out. Inhale through the nose and exhale 3 parts. There's a little pause, and there's a complete emptying out, signaling relaxation, surrender, letting go. And release that breath practice and just breathe. Feel the support of the chair, of the earth. And think of something today, anything at all, that brought you a sliver of joy, even in the chaos. Was there something good? Perhaps it was the sunshine or a good song you heard on the radio. A nice drink of water or tea, anything at all. And you can leave your arms in the T position, or if you'd like, you could take them into cactus shape. And we'll allow the head to gently roll side to side. Please take your time. We are on the road to Shavasana. So move slowly and gently. If you would like to pause with your head turning one way, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And one more, holding. And back through center and to the second side. Holding, taking 2 nice full breaths here. And coming back to center, and we'll bring the hands onto the belly. Allowing the belly to rise and fall with each breath. If you'd like to use your mantra again or a brand new one, you could do that. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, present. Peaceful, whatever it is. Now, if you feel 1,000,000% content here with your legs on the chair, you could stay for Shavasana. It would be a long time with legs on the chair. Not a problem, but just be aware of that. If you're ready to transition into Shavasana, then you can come down. Maybe your legs can just slide underneath your chair. If you have to move your chair, please be gentle. Move slowly. You're going to add in any props that you need for supported rest, maybe pillows under the thighs. Your arms can take the shape of Shavasana. And we settle in. You don't need to use the mantra anymore. There's no specific breath pattern. We want to allow and invite rest. Deep, magical rest. Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your body and to your breath. Perhaps you would like to stay and rest longer. A few full deep breaths if you're ready to move into the rest of your evening. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And depending on the shape that you're in, you can take a full body stretch, reaching the arms up and over, reaching through your legs. And when you're ready, your knees bend and you roll to one side into fetal pose. Pause there. Pause on your side body, this transition from the practice into the evening. Maybe taking some joy and some calm with you and leaving what no longer serves you. You can leave that here. And bring yourself up to sit. Touch your hands again in front of your heart center. And bow your head in toward your heart. Thank you for showing up, for practicing, for being adventurous. Take great care. Namaste.